All right, Mark, thanks a lot. New at 5, the woman convicted of running her granddaughter to death is ordered to spend the rest of her life in prison.
An Etowah County judge could have given Joyce Garrard the death penalty, but he chose not to. WIAT 42 News reporter Mike McClanahan's following this case. Mike, you were in the courtroom when the judge made his ruling.
This is one of the only days in court I've ever heard prosecutors and defense attorneys be on the same page. Both asked the judge to abide by the jury's recommendation, and that's exactly what the judge did. Joyce Garrard was convicted of capital murder for running 9-year-old Savannah Hardin until she collapsed. Savannah died a few days later in a hospital. Prosecutors called it a punishment gone wrong and wanted the death penalty at first. But today, Etowah County DA Jimmy Harp told the court that the jury had looked at all the evidence. Even though they found the crime was heinous, atrocious, and cruel, they recommended life in prison without parole. Both sides of the case respect that recommendation.
You know, we talk about the death penalty, but life inside of Julia Tutwiler prison, especially after, you know, some of the things we've seen today, until the point in time which you cease to exist, is a death sentence to me. It's just a question of when that death occurs.
At sentencing, Joyce Garrard made a brief statement. She said the only thing she would change would be to have Savannah back with her. And she told the judge that whatever sentence he handed down, she would have no choice but to accept it. Some of Garrard's family members agreed to speak off camera. One woman, Joyce's sister-in-law, told me that she felt the judge should have recused himself from the trial, claiming that he was the same judge who awarded custody of Savannah to Joyce and Johnny Garrard. One of Garrard's defense attorneys shared his perspective on the matter.
Part of our job is to raise that issue. Do I think he stepped down? He should have stepped down. It's up to Judge Ogletree. I think that Judge Ogletree is a good judge, and he looked at the issues and made his decision. We're going to stand by his decision. It'll be up to the appeals court to decide anything there, but I think Judge Ogletree did a good job with this case.
Now, her defense attorney, Sam Bones, says this case will likely be appealed, but he does not know which attorneys will wind up working on that appeal. And after spending the last 3 years in custody here in Etowah County, Garrard's defense attorneys tell me she will probably be moved to Julia Tutwiler Prison for Women within about a day. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, hear how the outcome of this trial could impact and what it might mean for the trial of Garrard's co-defendant, Jessica May Hardin. Live in Gadsden, Mike McClanahan, WIAT 42 News. Coverage you can count on.